definitely the last week and a half have been a little hectic and kind of, ups and downs with preparing and then getting changes of plans, it seems like almost every day now. But it really hasn't affected us. And I think it goes to show that our culture has been really awesome this year in particular because of COVID. And it is something we've been dealing with all season, having games scheduled, getting games canceled. And it really hasn't changed our mentality and our work and how, we look at the season and our goals. We kind of have the mentality that we're going to show up, we're going to play whoever is on the other side of the court, whenever, wherever that might be. And we know that we've been working hard in the gym, and it's our play that is what matters, not who's on the other side of the net. So,
they're doing great. We're really focused on us right now, which is the nice part. It's a microcosm of the COVID season. I mean, it's very similar to how things started off for us. So it's basically just been our season all kind of clogged into this week, all the excitement of thinking you're going to get to open the season and then having to change opponents and all of those kinds of things. And that's happened twice. And so for us, it's just focus on us, be ready to go. Obviously, we've got a lot of prep to do for other teams and just trying to see how things play out over the week. But just trying to stay in the gym, stay sharp, get as many reps as that'll help us, but not try to overdo it, and just try to be fresh and ready to go.
It's really night and day from year one to year two. And I think the biggest part is our buy-in. We truly have a 100% buy-in to the program from every single individual on the team. And that, I think, is the biggest thing that gives us our confidence and allows us to play calm, cool, and collected on the court, and be confident not only in ourselves but in each other and our coaching staff as well. So I think it's really special to have a team that, whether you're an individual that plays 6 rotations or no rotations, everyone is working the same and giving their all in whatever role they're given to. And it just makes it so much more enjoyable to be there. And it is what creates our success, that everyone gives their all no matter where they are and what they're doing.
Something we talked about early, being able to control what you can control. And my heart breaks for Regis not being in the tournament, and my heart breaks for Mines making in their first tournament and then not being able to play. But at the same time, there's only so much that's within our wheelhouse of what we can control and what we can do. And so we have to stay focused on that. And so we talked about that a lot early in the season when, everybody on our schedule seemed to be having COVID issues. And so then for us, I think we just kind of got used to it, and it was just tell us when and where and who, and we'll show up and give it our best shot. And so then as the season progressed and we had the success that we did, I think it was easy for them to buy in because they were reaping the rewards of just being ready and taking care of ourselves. And, worry about what you can control is the old cliche that's really, really hard to do. And I'm just as bad at it as anybody. I try to handle things outside of my own realm far too often. But this year you've just kind of had to throw it into the wind and cross your fingers and hope. And so I think now we've got to really talk the talk in terms of that. Can't just talk the talk, but we've got to walk the walk in terms of just being ready for anything. And I think we've all learned to do that and fly by the seat of our pants a little bit more, and just be ready to play volleyball. I mean, that's the bottom line. Is we're fortunate enough that we get a chance to play. The girls have done a good job of staying healthy on our end. So the reward is an opportunity, and nothing else is promised.
The goal is obviously to go in and give our 100%. This is our last weekend in an already historic season, and we want to go all the way. We want to prove to ourselves and to Austin and to the school and everyone that, this was our hunting season, and we went out and we hunted, and we want to be the top dogs. We want to be someone that dominates RMAC and is, one of those annual teams that comes up and shows out every single year. And that's really the vision that Austin has for the program. And I think we've achieved that, in such a short time, and we want to continue to do that. So
I want to see us ramp up our defense and defend on a championship level. That doesn't necessarily mean that we have to be the cleanest all the time, but we can't let anybody else out scrap us when we're there. It's something that we've kind of pushed here and there throughout the season. I've seen flashes of it, but if we want to make a postseason run, the old defense wins championships motto is going to have to go with us to Grand Junction. So we're going to work on that extensively today in practice over the next couple of days, just trying to be sharp and ready to go there. The big thing for me, I think, as a coach that I have to be prepared for is we've just had them for 12 weeks. We've been in the gym for 13 weeks, but we've 12 weeks since school started. There's nothing that I can show them now that's going to change what we're doing. And so it's just going to be a matter of prep them as well as we can. And then as a staff, we just got to sit back, press go, and hope that they come out and do what they're capable of doing. And I think if we just kind of relax and lay back and just let them do their thing, it's going to give them the best opportunity to just go out, show out, and hopefully play really freely and really well. The old saying, our saying is be mentally tight and physically loose. And so that's what we'll make sure that they're extremely well prepared with whichever opponent comes our way. And then it's kind of on us just to kind of let them go and try to stay off their backs a little bit and just let them play and do the things that got us to this point.